Oh, God.
And also, where's Richard Blade hammering KROQ? He doesn't ever hammer KROQ. He got fired. He won't even admit he got fired.
Yeah, he went on vacation down in the islands or something, or he retired
to
the
Caribbean. And
Caribbean.
Ever since he's been back on Sirius, he's working 3 times as hard. He got fired. He got let go unceremoniously, just like I did, except in my case, the bootleggers stole Loveline. My best friend, Dr. Drew, fucked me over. There's many Rodney stories. I hope Rodney gets another gig. Listen, I would absolutely like to be proven wrong, but I'm predicting he's going to have to get gritty, just like I have, just like all these jocks unceremoniously let go, all the old KROQ staff, who, by the way, Mike Evans, who I think is almost 70 years old, I had lunch with him because they're doing a documentary, and everybody wants me to be on this KROQ documentary that's being put together by Adam Carolla, the guy who stole Loveline from me, one of the guys who used that's the only time he ever had a good radio show, by the way, was when he stole mine.
Yeah.
And they're all doing it for free, this documentary, and they're getting on my case for not doing it, and it's being sanctioned by the radio station. I'm going, you got to be kidding. I got fired. So Loveline was stolen, and I'm going to do this documentary? Right.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, but all the jocks are doing it. Rodney did it. He had to drive his own car over there. Nobody even picked him up for the interview. It's the way that these guys have been treated. But what I was going to say about Mike Evans, we were talking about what I just told you earlier about playing the new music.
Yeah.
You know, doing wild promotions. He's still on the air doing reports. He sounds 30. He's almost 70, but he absolutely believes the exact same thing I do.
Yeah.
So these old guys, they were there when the thing was hammering and firing. And after they got fired, you'll notice they never even bring these guys back on the air, which I don't know if that's the right answer. No. It might be interesting. I would do a Legends weekend, quite honestly. Every weekend, I would put these old jocks on, let them play whatever they want, new, old. I think it would be so interesting. And then during the week, you know, you would do different stuff. But that's what I would do on the weekend, the Legends weekend. That's one of the things. I think it would rate through the roof.
Yeah, it would. It would, because of the nostalgia for KROQ and guys like Jed the Fish. What the fuck happened to Jed the Fish? He's doing college radio now, isn't he?
Well, he had a bout. It was, you know, very well chronicled with hepatitis C.
Oh, shit!
Which is unfortunate. He's had some real health issues.
Okay.
But I think you can cure that now. So maybe he's better.
Yeah.
But he had to deal with that, and I interviewed him years and years ago, and I think he was doing heroin because he would go into my bathroom in between the interviews. So he's always had a problem with that.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason they let him go. But he went into rehab several times, and the station gave him his job back.
Yeah, because he was huge. Jed the Fish was huge for a long time.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. So in terms of me getting program director, I'm sure you can tell in 15 minutes what I would do. Listen, we never know for sure if anything's going to work, but at least it sounds way more exciting, doesn't it? To do that than what, at least to open it up.
That's true.
On regular radio.
That's true, but Poorman, I'm sorry, go ahead.
The KROQ will probably, hello?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm listening.
Okay. I was just saying, I don't think I will get the chance, quite honestly, but I'm going to keep bitching about it. And, I don't care. These people hate me. They smeared my name, but I'm absolutely believe I'm the one guy in the country who can do this and bring it back, and not only bring it back, take it to #1 in LA of all the stations. I know I can do it. Yeah, man. Yeah, I have complete faith in you, but the thing of it is I think the radio's controlled by the corporate beings right now. And the thing of it is that they look at what they call experiments like Y107, remember Indy 103.1? They look at those and they think those didn't do well. But those are run by people that had no idea what alternative was. Right. Y107 was... They put the cute little labels on there, but they didn't know. Michael Steele, the guy who ran Indy, was the music director of KISS FM. And the Y107 guy, actually, it's Steve Blatter. He does the music. It's serious, but you need the OGs. You need the people that are true alternative people, not the label pushers. Right. You got to really be alternative. You have to really be that kind of person. And there's so much opportunity out there for it. So many bands out there. Let me answer this about the corporate thing too. Yeah. At the end of the day. the corporations, what do they want more than anything?
They want buzz, they want ratings, they want advertising revenue.
No, what do they want more than anything, Alan? It's easy.
You know what? You got me on that one.
No, I don't. What do you want more than anything? What do we all want more than anything?
Money.
Thank you.
Money. Advertising revenue.
Money!
Yeah, advertising revenue.
Now, here's the way that you get money. You get ratings. You get listeners. You make money. So to say that they want to be corporate, being corporate, if you can get numbers, you could, as long as you're not violating the FCC, that should be fine. It's a matter of, do you have the cojones to change formats? To me, I think that's a conservative approach, because nobody's opening it up. They're so tight. It's like shitting out of a goose's ass. They just, if they open it up and you get ratings, the corporation makes money and everybody's happy.
Yeah.
They should just let a pile of alternative weird people go and do their thing, get crazy, let all the lawyers and everybody else protect the station, and you're off to the races. And then the company's going to make a lot of money. Right now, KROQ is not making the money. No,
KROQ is, according to All Access, they're about 15th in the market. Everything 20th. Mexican 20th now. I saw something that said they're 15th in the market. Now they're 20th. Oh my God!
They have a 2.2, and Alt 98.7 has a 3.0.
Oh my God, they're getting killed.
Excuse me, they're tied for 19th, I think.
They are getting killed, and I mean, here it's all Mexican stations, sure, okay, cultural, right? But then you get down to what do a lot of folks listen to that don't speak Spanish, and then you have to kind of create your own list from there.
Spanish stations aren't number one in the market.
They're not. God,
no,
I gotta double check mine.
The number one. You can go to LA Radio Ratings.
LA Radio Ratings. I was getting from All Access. I think those are.
Do LA Radio Ratings.
Okay.
And they every month they come out and you'll see the list. I think number one is, it's not Coast. It's
K-Big.
K-Big.
Or My 104.
Number one.
My 104.
Huh?
Yeah. I think they're called My 104 now.
Yeah, My 104, right?
Yeah.
They're number one. Then Coast is up there, I believe. KISS is third or fourth. So they're all English-speaking stations. They're in the top 5.
Okay, because last time I checked All Access, it looked like the Mexican market was pretty saturated here as far as that went. But, maybe I got to check my All Access list again. Maybe there's been a sea change.
Do LA Radio. Go to LA Radio Ratings. Every month they come out with the numbers. I look at them all the time.
Cool. Okay, so and Power 106 just got sold. So I'm sure they're going to have a change. And I didn't know that KROQ was going to be spun off. CBS has just failed out here in Los Angeles. They had a sports station that got knocked off a 980, which KFWB, you remember, that was iconic. And they knocked it off for CBS.
I love sports radio, but that could be a whole separate conversation. I don't know if you listen to sports radio. I do, because I love sports.
Yeah, I have. And
Fred Rogan should never be in front of a radio mic again in his life. He's terrible. The same with Stephen A. Smith. None of them have ever gotten numbers, and they keep regurgitating these guys into new shows all the time.
Yeah.
And most of the people on radio are they're update people or ex-jocks who suck on the radio. I mean, you need good radio people, whether it's sports, politics, or music or whatever. Like Howard Stern, if you put him on a sports station, he would rip it up.
That's true.
He's great on the radio.
That's true.
In my opinion.
And Tom Likas, you remember him?
Yeah, Tom has never had a number one show.
No.
He's done average. He never has, except in Seattle. He had a following, but he never really was a great talk show host.
No.
The numbers say it.
Yeah, and he kind of got shit out in the format change. I mean, so many different format changes going on.
But the thing is he should have, because he wasn't getting the numbers. That station, 97.1, once it lost Howard, they went downhill. They lost Howard when he went to Sirius.
Yep,
and then they had Carolla trying it. They had David Lee Roth. They had a number of different people.
Yep.
And that was it, because all of their on-air talk people were mediocre. They didn't have anybody great. Howard was carrying the whole station.
Yeah, that's right. And they had Frosty, Heidi, and Frank, who now Heidi and Frank are on KLOS doing okay, I guess.
Right. KLOS is tied with KROQ in the ratings.
Oh, that's sad. KROQ should always be above KLOS and those and well, speaking of KLOS and KROQ, you heard how they did Lisa May, right? I read about that the other day when I was looking up Rodney. Oh my God. Just one day she was gone. She was a traffic reporter, and then they just kind of flicked her off like a bug on the finger. It was terrible.
And Bean lives in Louisiana.
Yeah.
And he's broadcasting to L.A. I mean, that is... let's fire Rodney, who got us all this press, who's trending, who has to take his own belongings to the car.
Yeah.
And he's getting all this press for KROQ. Let's fire him with his inconsequential one shift a week, and we'll keep Kevin and Barney.
Ugh.
I mean, it's just horrible. Those guys should be so gone. I mean, the whole group of those jocks should be out of there.
Well, the only reason that Kevin and Bean are relevant is because Jimmy Kimmel and Adam Carolla made something more than they did. They were like a launching pad.
But they aren't relevant. They aren't relevant. They aren't getting numbers.
Not anymore.
Jimmy Kimmel is a very average talk show host. He never has done well, and yet they keep regurgitating him. He's very vanilla. He's vanilla. Yeah. He's Velveeta cheese.
Yes.
I mean, what does Jimmy Kimmel do that's so groundbreaking on the air? Nothing. He never has. And as far as Adam Carolla goes, he's got a whiny, high-pitched voice that can shatter glass, and he's never made it on the radio except by stealing my show, Loveline.
Yeah, I get that.
What has he done on the radio other than taking Loveline from me after I did it for 10 years and took it to #1? What else has he ever done radio-wise on regular radio? Now he does a podcast because nobody will hire him on regular radio.
That's right. And he is a... To play devil's advocate here, poor man.
I don't sound too bitter, do I?
bitter party of one. Bitter party of one. Your table is ready, right over here in the corner, next to the bathroom. Now, Adam Carolla.
Listen, all I have to say to all the people listening right now to you.
Yeah.
Look, I'm on the RIR show, so screw you all.
The thing about Carolla is he was a groundbreaker as far as podcast monetization and all of that. But
how do you know?
He is because you look on iTunes.
How do you know? Because he told you he made a lot of money.
No, you look on iTunes. You look on Spotify. His website, various different advertisements. He may not be rolling in it like he was when he was on KLSX, but he's writing his own ticket, and you got to respect that.
But how do you know he's really making money? I don't think anybody makes money on podcasts.
Well, it's probably true. You're probably right. Podcasting is more intellectual.
What's interesting about it is people say, yes, he's got all these downloads. I'm not arguing with that.
Yeah.
But has he really made money? Nobody really knows that answer. And my guess is he hasn't, because he goes on these comedy tours. I think when he does... Well, he did. I think he made money off that. Now he's doing documentaries, like the KROQ documentary. I don't think he made any money on podcasting. He made a little bit, maybe, but I think podcasts... I mean, you do a podcast. Are you making money?
Hell no. Not even close. Not even close.
Right.
But Adam Carolla is also a guest panelist on The Gong Show, which if that isn't a C-list celebrity thing, I don't know what is.
They keep giving him gigs.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
They won't give the poor man a gig.
Oh man. Well, poor man, I'm gonna wrap this up here, but I want to say thank you for this, man. I'm humbled to talk to you, because when I was growing up as a kid, I used to hide in my bed and listen to Loveline and listen to the Poor Man and watch Poor Man's Bikini Beach.
What were you doing under the covers with your right hand?
Oh, you don't want to know, man. You really don't want to know. I was discovering myself, but yeah, it was just when I saw the Twitter, I thought, dude, why not? I get a chance to talk to the poor man. Worst thing he could do is say no, and you said yes. So thank you, man. I appreciate that.
No way, and I really appreciate you having me on, Alan. I hope I didn't pontificate too heavily, but I appreciate you giving me the time, and when you let me know, and I'll spread the word about this interview for you as much as I can.
Awesome, man. And I'd like you to finish off with your poor man pitch.